In the last episode, we got our Gargoyles task done at Grotesque Guardians, and we also got a Great Demon task, so I'm going to get onto Tormented Demons, but first, we're going to try and clear up some of our clues. Okay, this is Editor Quinn just coming in quick. It's been a long time since I've uploaded an episode, but I'll explain that more at the end of the video. Oh, this is so annoying. I'm on step 6 of a master clue, and there's a band or step, but I've got a BGS, but I don't have a cloak or plate body, so unless my teammate has one, then this is a clue down the drain. Alright, medium clue. Can I get the ranger boots? No, I cannot. Okay, I stacked up 3 beginner clues. We're not going to get anything from them, but let's see. Mind runes, nothing. But we're up to 47, so we're actually only 3 away from being able to increase it from being able to stack 3 scrolls to 4, which kind of why I'm doing all these extra clues is because while I'm skilling and stuff, it makes sense to be able to stack up as many as possible, so that way I can do more. Especially as there's things like the medium clues, obviously helpful for ranger boots and just some other niche uses for some of the stuff, so just makes sense to be able to stack as many as possible. Hence why I was so happy to get the Mimic. Also quickly liquidating these Onyx Bolts. I had like 300 Onyx Bolt tips, so I thought I may as well just get all the Alks out of the way before I start the Tormented Demons. Alright, got almost 3 mil, so the cash stack is up to 16. If I get to 20, I will buy more bank space. I know we're going to get some more when sailing comes out, but it will just be super useful to get some more books with all the different types of content I'm doing at the moment. It just keeps filling out. I was hoping to get 100k Tockle built up, but I kind of need to buy a weapon. I need the Obby Maul, basically. It's apparently really good here for a punish mechanic that you can do. We're going to be using up pretty much the whole stack to go and get that, but it should help us for the Tormented Demon grind, so it's worthwhile. I'm not really going to use this on much else except maybe buying Onyxes in the future. Alright, let's buy it. How much are we going down? Ooh, that's a lot, but we do have the special weapon, so let's go. Alright, I think I roughly have a setup, so let's just see how it goes. Hey, combat achievement, let's go. That's 4 points, Jesus. Okay, it's going to be a little bit difficult to get used to at first. The punish mechanic's really kind of confusing to me at the moment, so I'm going to have to tele out and come back and probably bring more food until I'm used to that, because I'm just swapping gear pretty badly. Oh, combat achievement. I don't know what it was though. Okay, that was just simply for getting one whilst their shield was inactive, but I'll take it. First time I've seen this thing. Smouldering Gland, what does it do? Oh, regenerates prayer points? I was like, why am I struggling to get these trips to go that far? And I've just realised as I was running past the main entrance, I haven't even been using my thralls. I've been here for like 2 or 3 trips and I haven't used my thralls once. I'm so stupid. Okay, Smouldering Pile of Flesh. I'm assuming that's a similar mechanic, right? Okay, this heals you instead. Oh, new collection log, and I can get back here a lot quicker. Let's go. My teammate wants to help with getting my AFK Agility setup fully done, so he's given me a bunch of battle staves and orbs, and that way I can craft them and then alch them, and it should give me enough to actually get 2 more rangers, so the setup should be a lot better for getting the XP. In terms of the amount of staves he had, it's roughly like 10 mil spare that he doesn't need, which is pretty mental, but I'm very grateful, and it should actually get me a crafting level before we get there. 87 crafting. Alright, I've processed everything and it got me 10.6 mil. Let's go. The setup has now been expanded. This should just be in all aspects better. Alright, so apparently you don't need to bring a lantern with the teleport, so let's see where we go. Oh wow, it gets you right here. That's so much quicker. Alright, let's go. Alright, it is the morning of Gridmaster when I'm recording this. I'm probably not going to grind out the full grid. I don't think I have that in me, and to be honest, I don't have that amount of spare time. Like, I do work 9 to 5, hence why I'm not going to be doing it exactly as it releases. I might be able to do a little bit at lunch, but it's most likely going to be I start grinding it as soon as I finish the workday. Yeah, at the point of recording this, I'm in the depths on Gridmaster. I'm actually only about 6 or 7 tasks from finishing, but I realized I haven't done my tiers and I haven't done my misc, so I quickly did my tiers, which went into Hunter, and I'm just going to top up my miscellanea and get all the favour to 100%. I should be back on here shortly, and then I can continue with Tormented Demons, hopefully getting us in up and sending Yammer with my teammate. Alright, we haven't fully finished the grid, but they've now released the rewards, so we're going to get the altar icon, the torch scroll, and we're going to go with the black and white swords and tabard. There we go. I don't think I've got not really many points left, but I'll save those in case there's another event, and that'll help for the next one. But this is what it looks like. Pretty decent. Probably just going to end up storing it in the POH, but that's absolutely fine. We can pick up one of the chairs. Let's go. Alright, we are done. Now we can have a chair follow us, and I need to put all of this in the house. You walk so weirdly with this pumpkin. Yeah, can have the chair following us about, which is quite cool, and it's an integral part of our journey on the game. Alright, we've done the Halloween events, and now we're going to quickly build the new items, or new cosmetics at least. Now we've got the login screen essentially, which I find pretty cool that they allowed us to finally have that. And now we have to build the marble burners, but that means we can now use this on it to give it that iconic look. At some point I need to upgrade the altar so it looks better, but it's all good. Alright, so unless I return for some points, I think I'm probably leaving Gridmaster there. But I could go and do Yammer and Araxor probably, but I just personally don't want to put the extra time into things like the Inferno speedrun and the Awakened bosses. I'd much prefer to put actual time into the permanent game if I'm going to put that much extra effort in, especially with stuff that's going to take me a while to get my head around and potentially do, especially if it takes many attempts. But overall, really enjoyed the mode. But yeah, I just it's the same with leagues really. I really enjoy it, but when it gets to stuff where it's long grinds but it's stuff that I haven't done, so I then have to learn the content as well, even though you're like really buffed and everything, I'd just rather actually put the time into my main game stats, especially as I'm trying to work towards getting stuff done before sailing comes out, such as base 80s and the elite diaries finished. But yeah, so that's just in general probably how I'm going to play it. It would be nice to get a dragon trophy in one of the leagues at some point. Oh, I missed it, but 81 agility. Alright, so now I have the full zombie outfit, so the last thing I need to unlock is the emotes, and then I can permanently hide this because it is not one that is worth doing. It takes way too long. Alright, task is done. We didn't get a synapse, but hopefully next task we will, or one of the future ones. But we're probably going to be coming back here quite a lot until we have, well, 3 and 1 to replace the teammates one that you gave me for the Scorching Bow. Alright, so we've got our Lisbon task. I'm going to be using a cannon finally. I've only weirdly had like 1,600 cannonballs over the entire time. I haven't really used the cannon ever on this account, so I thought I may as well at least use the granite dust up as well. But I'm hoping it will at least help speed this up, even if I don't end up getting one, because it would be really good to get rid of this task. It looks like doing this on task with cannon is like 150 kills an hour, which is pretty quick, but still is gonna take a while on average to get a Warhammer. But honestly, not too bad. It's so much faster than doing it the normal way where I'm just running around that room. And it's like 25k XP an hour, Slayer-wise, so it's not too bad. But I also just got 20 million ranged XP, so we're doing well. Alright, another Black Dragon task. Looks like we're going back to KBD. How have I got more KBD heads? That's mental. Okay, I was about to make a clip about the KBD heads and the percentile I'm in, but why is this glitching through the floor, and why is one of the Tazars looking at the altar? What is going on? Are the others poking through as well? Yeah, what? Alright, so this seems like a bug in general. I went on the main client and it was exactly the same, but it looks like I've got some pet rangers in the middle of my house. There's a bunch of textures bugging out, to be fair, so I think there's some kind of issue. But yeah, looking at it, I've got more KBD heads than 99% of players in 118 kills, which is just mental, to be honest. Dragon pickaxes, I'm also doing incredibly well on. Between this and Calfight Queen. Right, that is 150 KC. The task is done. We didn't get anything. Well, I guess we got the KBD heads, but not much. Okay, 168 Hellhounds. All right, let's store that. Let's see what the next one is. No way. Alright, so somehow I got back-to-back Hellhound tasks, so I'm literally sending Cerberus for the next like 300 or so. And that is all we've got time for, so I explained at the start of the video I would explain why I haven't uploaded in a while, and basically I was dealing with depression, so there was quite a big gap where I just didn't have the mental energy. I was still playing, so I have lots of clips before Sailing came out. I'm currently recording this after because I'm really behind on editing. So I do have quite a few videos to get out, and unfortunately they are going to be from quite a while ago. As you can see, this one was from Halloween and when Gridmaster was out. But you know, I enjoy making the progress videos, so I'm going to keep up with it as best I can. That is the reason. If you do want to keep up with the progress, then make sure to subscribe. But thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll see all of you in the next one.